Alam mo, Reza, napakaraming mga social issues ang kinakaharap ng ating bansa ngayon. And we see this in government, among the youth, social media, at maging mga problema ng mga sikat na artista ay nakikita natin araw-araw through various media platforms.
And you're reading a newspaper, Bishop, while this platform is actually informative and reliable, of course, sa ngayon po ay napakabilis na ng pagkalat ng mga balita through the digital platform, lalo na sa Facebook. But whatever the source of awareness may be, dapat tayo ay palaging updated at informed sa mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan.
Nasa baybayan natin ang gera na nangyari dyan sa Mindanao. At ngayon naman ay ginagawa ng gobyerno upang maibalik sa dating kagandahan ng Marawi. In what's brewing, General Gina and Captain Andrews join us to discuss this.
And in Espresso Self, usaping public transportation naman ang pag-uusapan. Alam niyo, Bishop, damang-dama natin yan sa Metro Manila. It usually takes more than 2 hours to travel from Quezon City to Makati. And I read as well, Bishop, that the country loses billions of pesos per day due to heavy traffic. Kaya naman lalabas po si Gabby at Antoinette to ride some public transportation available and to share with us their insights on this. Abangan niyo po yan.
And more on the issue of public transport sa Health Talks naman ay pag-uusapan natin ng ating host ang mga tips for our daily commuters. Samahan natin sila Erica, Daislin, and LJ in this interesting discussion.
Yeah, so let us be aware and let us be relevant to our society. Join us for an hour of interesting conversations today. Ako po si Reza Abante Yebra.
And I'm Bishop Ruben Abante. Join us and let's have good talk over a good coffee. Welcome to
Lighthouse Cafe.
May 23, 2017. Nakatala po ang araw na yan sa kasaysayan ng ating bansa bilang simula ng krisis sa Marawi, kung saan lahat tayo ay nagulat ng suguri ng mga teroristang grupong Maute ang lungsod.
At ayon po sa mga report, Bishop, ay konektado ang grupong Maute sa international terrorist group na ISIS. At ang pagsugod nila sa Marawi ay gawin itong caliphate o isang Islamic state na hawak ng ISIS. Kaya naman agad nagdeklara si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ng martial law sa buong isla ng Mindanao para pigilan ang rebelyon na ito.
At hanggang ngayon, Reza, ay patuloy ang digmaan sa Marawi at nakataas pa din ang martial law sa buong Mindanao. In fact, more than 800 have died, kasama ang mahigit 40 na mga sibilyan at halos 150 sa ating mga kasundaluhan at mga pulis. Idagdag mo pa ang mahigit na 400,000 na mga residente ng Marawi na na-evacuate, no? Nag-ibang dako sila sa Mindanao upang sila'y mabigyan ng shelter.
At ang ating militar ay patuloy na umaabante, Bishop. As of the latest update, almost 300 buildings na lang ang kailangan nila maklear at limitado na sa 15 to 18 hectares ang ginagalawa ng mga terorista. Pero may hawak pa din na 40 hanggang 60 daw na hostages ang mga Maute.
At umaasa rin tayo na sa lalong madaling panahon ay matatapos na ang krisis na ito para masimulan na ang rehabilitation ng lungsod ng Marawi at muling maibalik sa normal ang pamumuhay ng ating mga kababayan doon. Malaking pagsubok pa ang ating hinaharap kung paano maibabalik ang kanilang kasiglahan at ang kanilang mga kabuhayan sa Marawi.
Tama po yan, Bishop. At upang pag-usapan po yan ngayon, ay kasama natin si Brigadier General Emmanuel Gina, Commander ng Civil Military Affairs Brigade. Magandang araw po sa inyo, General.
Magandang araw, Reza.
Magandang araw sa iyo. We welcome you sa Lighthouse Cafe.
Thank you.
Bihirang-bihira, General, na kami magkaroon ng guest na katulad ninyo.
Opo.
No? Pero alam mo, palagay ko panahon na para malaan ang ating mga taga-subaybay ang mga pangyayari, para hindi lang na inaasahan ng mga dyaryo, no? Lalo yung social media sapagkat ito uso ngayon na ang fake news, lalo na. Ito, right from the horse's mouth. General, you are part of the reservists na tinatawag.
AFP Reserve Force.
Yes. So, what does this mean? Ano ang pinaka-ginagawa ng reserve force?
Generally, ang AFP Reserve Force, Reza, is the other component ng AFP. Kasi ang concept ng armed forces ng Pilipinas is what they call total defense.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a regular component and there is a reserve component. In fact, dun sa total defense na yun, 20% ang regular. meaning these are the professional soldiers.
Mhm.
At yung 80% supposed to be the reservists.
Okay.
These are the people from the civilian sector who
Yes.
join the military through various means. Nagpapakomisyon, yung iba nagta-training, so there is commissionship and enlistment. Yung iba naman, they take on their professions to get commission. For example, if you're a doctor, lawyer, architect, may equivalency yan in terms of your achievement in your civilian profession. So, you end up
That's
to
a
be
big
qualified.
chunk of the whole defense, 80% you're saying.
This 80%.
I didn't realize na ganun pala kalaki yan.
Ang reserve component.
Yes. At anong mga focus nila? Iba-ibang areas ang kanilang involvement.
Yeah, yung 80% na yun, some of them are really line. When you say line, these are people who have trained under the Army, Navy, or Marines even,
Yes.
and Air Force. But a good number ng mga nasa reserve force are from the professions. Doctors, dentists, nurses, lawyers, even veterinarians. They are incorporated on the basis of their professions. So, halimbawa,
Okay.
doctor, you are incorporated to the medical corps. Or,
Okay.
I should say, commissioned to the medical corps. Ganun din, pag dentista ka. Lawyer, you are commissioned to the Judge Advocate Service,
Yes.
General Service. Ganun. So, you would say that sometimes yung mga nasa reserve component ng AFP is what they call the citizen soldier. Kasi hindi naman siya professional. But they are commissioned on the basis of 60 weekends, which is essentially 1 year, where they serve, meaning they have their annual duty training given to them to be able for them to perform the military function wearing the military uniform.
Yes.
Okay. So,
With
kumbaga
that-
para may training din po pala sila, General?
Yes. Ang
Okay.
reserve force members undergo continuing training kasi para rin yan sa mga regular, may quota rin kami sa
Right.
military education. But of course, minimal lang ang slots, no? But at least that is available to us.
In the same way that the regulars actually, put out their necks, in danger, ganun din ang mga reserve.
When we are called to active duty, kasi ang mga reserves, based on your service or your capacity, you can be called to active duty. And when you're called to active duty, either by your service or for a special purpose, you're actually a regular officer at the
Yes.
time of your card. In fact, sa Marawi, I have sa unit namin 3 officers who have been in the conflict area since May 24 when it erupted.
Ever since, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
since in fact their call to active duty is expected to stay until the end of this year. So, what do? These are businessmen. Two of them are businessmen. Isa, one of them, empleyado sa bangko. So, how do they juggle this? Well, I'd say commitment and dedication lang because they have to go to Marawi at specified times because they are performing information operations. What is information operations? These 3 officers na nandun that comes from a unit, they are technically inclined or technically knowledgeable.
Yes,
So
yes.
they operate machines, equipment that gather information that help locate the enemy. So,
Very significant role.
And very specific po, to the need doon sa
area.
na yun.
Okay. Well, sana sa lalong madaling panahon matapos na ang conflict na yan, General.
Yes, I think the AFP as a whole is one in the hope na matapos na yung conflict. But as you can see, mahirap yata talaga yung situation because
What brings in the complication? If you may, please.
I can only mention what I know, and it's generally, I would say, conventional knowledge. Marawi kasi is a parang insular area. It has about 88 square kilometers. So I don't know how many hectares, but 88 square kilometers should be a place that is constricted.
Yes.
Marawi can be reached via Iligan. That's where the evacuation is headed kasi andito ang conflict. But Marawi also faces Lake Lanao.
Yes.
So, mahirap yan in the sense that yung constricted na area na yan opens itself into some kind of an urban warfare scenario, which is actually what's happening. Our soldiers, AFP, they're doing almost like building to building operations. Right?
Yes.
Not to mention the fact that most of the structures sa Marawi, yung mga brick and mortar, yung mga building nila are relatively strong.
Oh.
There is information, I don't know how reliable it
Ibig
is.
sabihin talagang pinag-aralan nila where to place the conflict, ha?
Well, yes. In fact, there are some intelligence reports that they have planned this thing way ahead,
Wow.
even before they actually implemented it. Actually, yung preparation nila was put to fore, if I may say, because they wanted the AFP authorities wanted the supposed to be emir of the Islamic ISIS arrested, si Isnilon Hapilon. But when they tried to arrest him, the conflict started.
Yun, right.
But even at that point in time, there is an apparent inclination, or there is an apparent preparation
Plan, yeah.
that they already reached a certain point. So maybe that is providential in our sense, because had they planned some more,
Yes.
it could have been a lot difficult.
Correct.
Right.
Oo. And then, once the conflict ends, that's where you also begin again. Another...
Yes.
Oo.
In fact, the reservists would probably be more material in the rehabilitation.
Correct.
Because as I earlier mentioned, the reservists are from the professions.
Yes.
That includes engineering,
Right.
that includes architecture, that includes social extension of social services, counseling, etc. Not to mention the technical aspect, which is the usual one. They need doctors.
Correct.
They would be needing the allied services of the medical professions, like pharmacists,
Yes.
medical technologists, and the like. But the most immediate is, of course, structural. So, as a reserve unit, we are now putting up a list of our own people, our own personnel, who are operators of heavy equipment.
Ah, okay.
And there are several, like some of our enlisted personnel are forklift operators.
Pero how do they...
overhead cranes.
What's their attitude? Halimbawa, dadalhin sila ng Marawi.
Parang no choice po ba sila?
They
or-
like to go, in fact.
Oh,
Talaga?
okay. Very,
In
ano,
fact,
open.
when we requested for volunteers in the earlier part of the conflict around May and June, for the initial requirement, which are essentially lawyers and doctors,
Yes.
there are a lot of intentions that were signified that they want to go.
Believe ako, no?
There is
The willingness to help is there.
Yeah.
And civilian yun, Bishop.
Civilian,
Hindi naman-
and the danger that they know they're facing.
Right.
Oo.
As I mentioned to you, Bishop, in our preliminary talks kanina, the war zone in Marawi is not a defined zone,
Oh, yes.
considering this urban type of conflict. So, some people would say the risk of being hurt or being wounded or even being killed is very high.
You-
Parang ang bullets
you
doon-
never,
Yeah.
you actually never know kung yung kaharap mo, kalaban mo, o
Exactly.
kakampi mo.
Or you never know where the bullets are coming
Yes.
from,
Right.
to whom it may concern. So,
But yung amazing na they're willing to
Right.
extend this.
Very inspiring po, ano.
Pero may I ask, kahit naman hindi, not even looking no para sa rehabang function, you also are active now in extending help sa mga nangangailangan sundalo, di ba? Mismo
dun sa-
yung mga nawu-wounded.
Yeah, well, the reservists, for example, what we've done recently, 3 weeks ago, was do a great, grand, I should say, bloodletting activity in all the camps. No?
Okay.
Includes Aguinaldo,
Okay.
Camp Aguinaldo, Camp Nakar, and all of the camps. And the reservists have been called upon to shed blood in that way, bloodletting.
Bloodletting.
Yeah.
Share blood.
For
Kasi
the-
alam mo
Shed
minsan,
blood.
ang mga tao kasi, they think like ang nangangailangan ng tulungan yung mga displaced na mga families.
Evacuees.
Yeah, naintindihan naman
Which is-
natin.
yeah.
But how about for our troops?
Well, one of the primary motivations of the troop now is, of course, the very supportive role of our leadership. No? I mean, President Duterte.
Okay.
Our president is one who goes to the field And
Ay, ibang klase, no?
for soldiers who are fighting, seeing their commander-in-chief...
In fact, first time kong makita na yung presidente humahawak ng baril mismo.
Yeah,
Oo.
the morale boost is tremendous
Yeah.
because if you see your commander-in-chief with you, I mean, you'll be heartened to continue on and push on. Because
yes.
that presence is essential to
Iba yung
your
pakiramdam.
will to fight.
Kahit sa
As a
mga
soldier.
lower ranks. no?
Particularly in the lower echelons.
So,
Okay.
Kasi in the lower echelons, the presence of the commander, even the immediate commander, like the company commander or
Yes.
battalion commander, very essential. It boosts the, we call it, esprit de corps.
So it
At
tells
your
us a lot
unit.
of things na yung kanilang morale is very...
Very high and
high.
resilient. Kasi matagal na to eh. If I can recall, this is 121 days already today. Lately, news has it that may konting reinforcement na naman yung mga
You can
nahuli.
say that the commander-in-chief is really leveling up sa kanyang
Yeah.
role as commander-in-chief.
Yung
Very much
support
so,
talaga.
very much so. He visits the hospitals, he talks to the wounded personnel,
yes.
he awards medals, he also promises support for families of soldiers fighting. So, this gives our fighting men the peace of mind and the focus.
What about po yung kasi we saw yung support ng government, what about yung mga ordinary people like us? Paano naman po natin, kumbaga, to support the people in Marawi?
Essentially, by providing logistical support. Of course, for the evacuees, there have been a lot of support already. But we should also support our soldiers. They are provided, but
Yes.
you never know what the requirement of the area, the conflict area would be in the coming months. So there are those that provide logistics. You may say that banig is immaterial, but that is something that is probably very much in need. No?
Yeah.
Like in my particular case, on Friday, I'll be receiving a donation of brand new blankets, which we'll be providing to our soldiers in Marawi. Because essential yan eh, you'll never know.
Apo.
The tenacity of the soldier is only equivalent to the support you give him.
Right.
So, tama, yes. So, in the coming days, kapag halimbawa na patapos na yung conflict, you're getting ready para magpadala ng mga
To rehab.
contingent doon.
Which is the bigger challenge, actually. Bigger and longer challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, if you've seen the pictures and footage.
But have you been actually in Marawi? Have you seen mismo?
I've been there when it was a peaceful but I've not been there during the conflict area.
How does the yung mga mamamayan natin help in bringing about, in making people understand kung anong dapat na rehab? Marami tayong architects na hindi naman members ng are they, or is just the government doing that? Meron bang panibagong zoning plan, or meron bang nag-architect ng
Yeah. Bishop, I think meron ng general concept on how the rehabilitation should proceed. But the most crucial part is how to manage the desire of the evacuees to return. Kasi you'll have to
baka ayaw na bumalik, ano?
you'll have to manage the inflow
Yes.
from the evacuation centers and then address some of their behavioral concerns.
Right.
Yung mga na-trauma, how do you
Psychological,
address those?
actually, no? Very.
Some of those who've been to the conflict area, having lived in Marawi all their life and seeing what they're seeing, is really traumatic.
Opo.
It is something that probably they're thinking that life is gone. Because all of the physical and environmental elements that make you say, I grew up in this place, is already gone.
I say you both understand the uniform and yung mga ordinary citizens. If I were to ask you for a message para sa ating ordinary mga mamamayan, lalo na yung mga nasa social media, you never know kung ano ipopost nila. No? What would you tell them? What would be the right attitude?
I would say that for the public in general,
Yes.
for those particularly involved in social media, one of the things they can immediately do is post only the real news.
Yeah.
Because there's a proliferation of fake news, particularly with the developments going on in Marawi. I really hope that they only post what is truthful.
Yes.
Because that is a disheartening effect on soldiers when they see that what is actually happening is not actually what's being propagated on media.
At least this program is a part of those who bring in good news.
Thank you.
Good news.
Thank you very much.
And even in helping
Yes.
po, no, very effective din ang social media kasi madaling mag-viral dyan. Ano? So, I guess, even yung donations or whatever,
Yes.
meron
Yes.
pong magandang venue or platform
Yes,
ang
that's
social
correct.
media as well.
The other thing I should say is help raise the morale of our soldiers. May mga projects kami, like sa civil relations service namin, where we are distributing t-shirts. Of course, some are buying the t-shirts that says,
Yeah,
support our soldiers.
Yes,
You know? And wear it, and not buy it and keep it in the cabinet, buy it and wear it. So that you could profess solidarity with what's happening.
While
in
we
Marawi.
respect our political leaders, let's not be so political in this.
Yeah. It's
Let's
generic
wag mo,
naman,
oo.
Bishop. Yan, no? It's, and of course, if you're, our soldiers see this, in fact, even sa camp, they, magkakaroon sila ng sense of fidelity
Yes.
dun sa ginagawa nila.
The reason why I said that, kasi normally, para sa public, you understand politics as ang pinaka-concept niya, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Para bang, if I don't receive any gain out of this, I will never extend
Yeah.
my hand to you.
Yes.
Pero our people in Marawi need help.
Yeah.
Right.
It's time to forget muna kung ano makukuha natin, pabalik, no? It's time to help.
Yes. I think that's a good advice.
Yes. Well, sige, I think I need to give you a time to talk to our audience. If you say anything, the public is viewing us.
Yes. Well, to the Filipino people, it is unfortunate that we are having this conflict in Marawi, inspired by an internationally based terrorist group, ISIS, whose desire is to come up, establish a caliphate in the Philippines, it appears. But I'd like to tell the general public that your AFP is ready and is measuring up to what is required of them. Your soldiers are fighting with high morale. And of course, all of these are not happening just because the conflict exists and it is their duty, but because of your support. Obvious na sa mga soldiers natin that the public is behind them. So that drives them to complete their task. Hopefully, in the shortest time possible. Also, I'd like to tell the public that the AFP draws its inspiration from the Commander-in-Chief, of course, our President, who in no small gesture had visited on several occasions, in fact, already, the men in the field, even braving to go the nearest possible, considering safety, to the war zone, visiting the hospitals, talking to the wounded, acknowledging their accomplishments and their contributions by awards, medals, etc. This is an expression, an unequivocal expression of the commitment of our Commander-in-Chief, the welfare of the fighting men. Of course, in general, the AFP leadership. The AFP leadership is resolute to end this conflict at the shortest time possible, and hopefully in lesser casualties still to come. In the meantime, the public, I address the public to continuously support the AFP, your soldiers undertaking this, I'd say, very risky job, very risky task. It is their duty, but still they persevere, and hopefully in the next few months, the shorter the better, we can look at Marawi as a liberated area, and we could again start rebuilding this once beautiful city.
Very well said, General Gina. And thank you for
Thank you.
coming
Maraming
to our
salamat po.
Lighthouse Cafe.
Thank you for having me, Bishop, Reza. It's,
It's a
it's a
privilege also
pleasure
for us.
to
Yes.
be able to converse about this
we-
very current topic.
And we will
Thank
see
you.
more partnerships ahead.
Yes.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem.
God bless
Thank
you.
Thank you po.
Lisa.
At tayo po ay nagkaroon ng isang napakagandang pribilehiyo na maging guest sa gabing ito, ang isa sa miyembro ng Philippine Marine Corps. At narito po si Captain Andrews Kabawatan. And magandang araw sa iyo, Captain Andrews.
Magandang araw din po, Pastor.
Oo. At it's a privilege for us to have you sa ating show na ito ng Lighthouse Cafe. But ang aim natin dito is for us to have a better understanding sa performance ng ating mga sundalo, lalo na ang Marine Corps, no? At tinitingnan natin ang Marine Corps as one of the more competent of our forces sa Mindanao, sa Marawi, lalo sa conflict na ito. Well, Captain Andrews, you are within the training center ng Philippine Marine Corps.
Yes po, Pastor. I'm currently the director of the Mobile Training Exercise Unit of the Marine Corps Force Development Center po.
Okay.
And,
And as such, anong iba't ibang aspect ng training ang ibibigay ninyo?
the Marine Corps Force Development Center po gives training from basic courses like for candidate soldiers, from civilian to candidate soldiers to privates. So we give individual trainings also for officers, re-entry officers from the naval officer candidate schools or from PMA, and we also give unit trainings for our battalions and other combat forces po.
And this is a continuing program that you offer to all?
It's a year-round program po.
I see.
It's a yearly training program po for the Marines.
But of course, our perception is ang ating Marine Corps would be one of the most competent of our forces. Totoo naman yun, di ba? Oo.
I can say we are competent as to amphibious warfare, which is our basic core competence po, Pastor.
Oo. Kasi nga, nung mangyari yung conflict sa Marawi, of course, nakita natin na may mga casualties, no? Lalo na yung mga snipers all from our Marine Corps. At many of this, no, you know them, di ba?
Yeah, I've worked with them po yung...
Yes. Malungkot na nagkaroon tayo ng mga casualties. But I would ano bang naging adjustment nila sa Marawi, for example? According sa training nila and then pagpasok sa conflict area?
Ang ano po, Pastor, is for us in the Marine Corps Force Development Center, we train our Marines in order for them to be competent when they go to the field.
Yes.
So what task at hand, it is kumbaga, ano na sa kanila yun, dapat kung ano man yung ibigay na tasking sa kanila is magagampanan nila.
Right.
Ang nangyari po sa Pastor is for the past years, we were so focused on unconventional type of warfare in the jungles, fighting terrorism, the Abu Sayyaf and other groups, na biglang pumutok-putong Marawi.
Oo.
So, it's in an urban setting.
Hindi
so,
jungle, oo.
Hindi po jungle, hindi literals, hindi amphibious na setting.
So while they have competency, pero kinakailangan adjustment.
Opo, yung adjustment as to how do you marry the tactics and techniques into a different setting po.
Okay. Which actually, pwede ba natin sabihin na material ito kaya nagpo-prolong yung fight o talagang marami silang hatak ng mga support ang kalaban?
We can say na it's a factor po dun sa nangyaring conflict sa Marawi. Pero hindi lang po siya yung lone factor po. Madami pong factors talaga na dapat tingnan po sa...
But of course, lahat naman ng branches ng ating AFP naroroon. Ano?
Opo.
Pero syempre, you are from the Philippine Marine Corps. Now, if I would, merong campaign na ginagawang ating troops like Support the Troops campaign. How would you as a soldier appreciate this? O lalo yung galing doon, mga nasa Marawi?
For me po, based sa testimonies na narinig ko from our Marines na pinadala po doon, sabi nila sa amin, nung nagdi-debrief or nagkikwento sila, yung simpleng packages po na dumarating sa kanila na may nakalagay doon na we care for you, our soldiers, thank you for your service, ganun. Meron daw po kasing mga nakarating sa kanila ng mga parang mga chocolates na may mga notes na ganun, thank you for your service, thank you for ano. Yeah, in that small way po, it gave them a moral boost po. So, whatever po na maitutulong sa amin ng public, it would really be of help po.
Yes.
Whenever conflict or in any kind of conflict po, especially
Ikaw
right
naman,
now.
naka-experience ka na sa ganung conflict, di ba? You were brought sa conflict areas, ano? Pero ito iba eh, no? Talagang full-scale war eh.
Opo, ibang-iba po to kaysa dun sa experiences ko po before. This is really
Oo.
kung ikukumpara ko po yung experiences ko before, this is really very different.
Tapos ang
po.
balita ko pa yata, mayroong mga foreign component na mga kalaban nando doon, ano?
With that
Oo.
po, I cannot.
Oh yes, I understand. Pero kung halimbawang sasabihin natin, all from you as a soldier, eto, nasa television tayo, the public, views itong program na ito. Kasi ang isip ng mga tao, ang tutulungan lang yung mga na-displaced na mga families and everything. They never expect, and the public would never expect, na ang kailangan ng tulong, ng moral upliftment would be our soldiers. Oo.
Opo.
So, kung ikaw ang tatanungin, what would you ask our public to do?
To me po, personally is, yun nga po sabi ko kanina, the slightest of appreciation for our troops would really be of help na po.
Yes.
And whatever things naman po na pwede nyong i-share tangibly, intangibly po, it would make a difference po. for our Marines.
Merong campaign na ginagawa, support our troops. So, merong mga t-shirts yon. Ano pang mga items yon? Meron.
Hindi ko na lang po alam po as to the details po, pero yun po yung pinaka-prominent po na makikita yung t-shirts po.
Siguro the more people would have their t-shirts on, isusuot nila, mas maganda ang boost na mabibigay sa ating mga troops. Well, thank you so much, Captain Andrews. It's a big help for us to understand where our soldiers come from. Because, syempre, we are here together, and we need to support especially our troops. Maraming salamat sa iyo. God bless you, Andrews.
Thank you po, Pastor.
Mga usaping in, mga paksang trending,
Mga talakayang may kabuluhan.
lifestyle at kulturang sariling atin.
Buhay Pinoy, pag-usapan natin dito sa
Espresso Self! Welcome po sa Espresso Self. At dahil transportation ang topic natin for this episode of Lighthouse Cafe, Antoinette, ay susubukan natin ang ilan sa mga common na mga modes of transportation dito sa Manila.
Yes,
Ikaw ba,
exciting.
Antoinette? Exciting, di ba? Tsaka ang ganda-ganda mo naman, parang hindi ka magko-commute, no?
Oo, ganito talaga minsan pag nagko-commute.
Kaya ka talaga.
Puntang office,
Wow.
ganyan, syempre.
Speaking of commuting, Antoinette, gaano ka ba kadalas mag-commute sa isang linggo?
Siguro mga 2 to 3 times a week.
2 to 3 times a
Oo.
week? Wow! Ganyan yung tsura mo.
Pag pumunta office, yun nga, ganun.
Okay, exciting ito dahil masusubukan po natin. Dahil ako medyo matagal na rin ako hindi nag-commute. Gawa na umangat din sa buhay. Umangat din sa buhay. Hindi, joke lang. Mas convenient kasi yung private. Pero i-compare din natin, especially in public mode of transportation.
Yes.
Ayan, samahan niyo po kami. Papunta po kami mula dito sa studio ng Lighthouse Cafe, papunta pong Trinoma.
Yes.
Una natin sasakyan, Antoinette, of course, tricycle.
Ang tricycle, papuntang Santo Domingo.
Yes.
Yan.
Tara po!
Let's go! Yan, so dito ngayon tayo sa loob ng tricycle kung saan, ano siya, good for 3 yung loob, tapos labas, pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng isa. Kasya ka naman dyan, Gabi.
Kasya naman ako, medyo ano na yung headroom, pero kasya pa naman. Unique din yung tricycle dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Kasi sa ibang countries, hindi ko rin siya gano'ng makita. Pero galing kasi ako Tuguegarao, Antoinette. Doon malalaki talaga yung mga tricycle. At saka, kumbaga, para sineset up nila, pagandahan talaga. Yung medyo basic na ganito. Yun, paramihan ng stickers, paramihan ng mga kung ano.
Mga design.
Yes. Obviously, yung tricycle, kailangan, parang necessity siya sa mga barangay. Kasi hindi naman maaabot yun ng mga jeep. Saka ng mga kung ano, ng mga FX, di ba? So, I think necessity siya dito.
Saka siguro kaya dun dito sa Manila, maliit yung mga tricycle compared sa probinsya. Kasi yung mga eskinita natin dito, talagang kailangan niyang masingit. Kaya
Tama naman. Talino mo.
Oo naman. Yun lang, yung ganito, medyo exposed ka. So kapag ka highway, mabilisan yung mga kotse. Yun.
Usually sa mga kilometers lang naman dito.
Maganda rin dito, langkap mo rin yung amoy ng hangin.
tayo ngayon sa tapat ng Santo Domingo Church.
Aha.
Yung tricycle ride natin, mga 5 minutes for 40 pesos. Not bad, di ba?
Oo. At dito tayo mag-aabang ng jeep naman, papuntang SM or Trinoma.
Okay. Tara.
Kuya, magkano po hanggang Trinoma? 30. Ayan, tatlo po, Trinoma. Okay lang.
Kuya, ano po pangalan nyo?
Po,
Gong, anong oras po kami biyahe?
4 to 12.
4 a.m. to 12 midnight?
12, oh.
Midnight po o tanghali?
Tanghali.
Tanghali.
Depende sa oras. Mga minsan, nahabot na alas 2 sa alas 3.
Ilan taon na po kayong driver ng jeepney?
Nasa 22 na.
22 years?
22 years.
So, ibig sabihin, 12 years old pa lang po kayo, ganun ka kayo?
Hindi naman.
Ay,
18.
18? Oh, bata. Okay naman, kuya. Enjoy ka pa rin mag-drive. Okay naman.
Okay naman.
Mag tayo kanina sa corner ng
Santo Domingo.
sa mga 11:38. Tingnan natin kung gaano katagal yung gaya natin. Yes.
Siyempre, dito sa jeep, mas compared sa tricycle, pag tricycle, medyo hawak mo yung space mo, ganyan. Dito sa jeep, marami ka ng di ba minsan may yung parang shaman, tig 18 or tig 20.
12 po to, kuya? 14? 12? Okay, next.
12, ayan. So, tig 24. Pero usually, yung mga jeep, nasa tig 9.
Actually, may nabasa ako. Sa jeep daw, makikita mo yung mga iba't ibang personality.
Totoo yan.
Ano ba yung mga napapansin mo?
Yun, meron nga yung mga natutulog. Meron din doon very usual na yung mga naka-earphone.
Okay. Yun
Pang
yung mga
lang,
techie, yung mga may sariling mundo.
Oo, tsaka pampalipas na rin ng oras
Okay.
habang binabagtas ang traffic. Meron din nung nag-aaral pa ako, pinipilit mag-review. Oo.
Para ikaw.
Oo, syempre parang
Dala yung mga...
yung mga
Mga blue book?
hindi naman. Oo, basta yung mga
Mga reviewer,
notebook, mga
mga-
readings. Oo. So minsan, syempre, dahil pare-parehas yung itsura ng mga jeep, minsan may makikita ka rin na mali pala ng nasakyan. So, diba, kapag jeep, mahaba siya. So, yung mga nagbabayad sa dulo or medyo malayo sa driver, parang pinapaabot, ganyan. Although, marami ako napapansin na parang wala na, hindi na nag-thank you dahil siguro very usual na magpaabot. Pero meron pa din yung iba na parang papaabot, nagpapasalamat. So, parang ang liit na bagay lang niya, pero napapansin na. Pansin ko rin yun.
Obviously, yung jeepney, yung tinatawag na hari ng daan. Very iconic to. May mga news na, syempre, pakonti na pakonti, tapos paluma na ng paluma.
Yes.
Parang eventually
To-phase out.
Nakapanginayan, pero I think that's part of yung development din and progress. Pero one thing na naalala ko sa jeepney, talking about yung mga tao, may mga pasahero kasi na gusto agad dito sa harap.
Oo, ako.
Nagunahan, di ba?
Dito.
Sa harap. Meron naman yung mga napagin mo, gusto rin sa medyo malapit sa
Dulo.
dulo kasi mahangin, tsaka madali bumaba.
Oo.
Meron din yung mga yung tatawag nila mga shampoo model. Pag nahanginan, talaga pag yung buhok yung mga lover boy din, yung talaga alaga-alaga sa mga girlfriend. Tayo daw po.
Ayan. Siyempre, andyan din si Kuya Chris. Pero very iconic din sa mga jeep. Yung mga ganito, yung mga may sign, mga signages. Tapos din, yung kulay nila, no? Parang may napanood ako na documentary na meron talagang parang supplier na gumagawa ng mga ganyan. Tapos sabi nila, pag daw kasi plain black lang, ganyan, wala raw dating. Kaya even yung artistic, nila, yung craft nila sa paggawa ng ganyan, nilalabas nila dyan.
Talking about yung mga signage, no? Sabi nila gawa raw yun sa yung mga lumang blinds.
Yes.
Diba? Kaya pag walang supply, wala rin. Alam ko usually mga, magkano ba 35 yata? Or 50 to 35 pesos yung isang piraso.
Pero yung sa mga labas ng jeep, napansin niyo yun, yung parang minsan may painting ng pamilya, yung mga anak
nila. Or painting ng anime, o kaya artista. Yung iba naman may mga passage, may mga proverbs, psalms. O, yung
Na
iba-
God bless who does not pay for it.
O yung mga jokes na, di ba? Yung mga tatas ng Saudi, di ba? After 30 minutes, more or less, nandito tayo ngayon sa Trinoma. Kasi naging experience ko.
Masaya. Actually, medyo dire-diretso lang din yung biyahe natin kanina. Compared pagka, weekday na uwian. So,
So nakatuloy na
naman
medyo
siya.
Saturday ngayon.
Oo, tsaka mabilis.
Parang hindi ka naman nahanginan masyado, no?
Bangin sa loob ng
Bangin sa
jeep.
loob,
Oo. Pero masaya. Kasi nga, mabait si Kuya yung driver. Si
Kuya
Kuya
Bong.
Bong. Oo.
Medyo after lunch to 2 p.m. So tama-tama, sakay na tayo sa FX. Medyo air condition siya. Naalala ko ito yung sinasakyan ko nung college days ko. Pag may konting allowance, FX. Pag wala, medyo balik sa jeep. Pero kasi yung convenience, saka yung comfort na binigay ng FX, medyo really
Mas
nabibigay
oo.
yung premium eh.
Yes.
Kumusta ba yung experience mo noon?
Ako naman nakakapag-FX ako pag gabi na umuwi. Kasi usually 10 p.m. wala nang jeep. So kapag yun, mas late dun yung uwi ko, FX ang meron na papasok talaga ng village namin. Safe naman siya kasi lahat ng kasama mo doon, tulog din. so, yun. Kumbaga, mas convenient talaga siya.
Tsaka for like this trip natin ngayon, from Trinoma to Santo Domingo, 25 pesos lang per head. So medyo
Mura. Actually,
sulit na rin.
mura.
No?
Yes.
Kanina yung jeep natin, 10 pesos.
10
diba?
pesos.
So, mas 15 pesos. Medyo okay na rin. Ano yung favorite place mo dito sa FX pag sumasakay ka?
Yung hindi lang malapit siguro sa sa pinto. Kasi ikaw yung taga-bukas or taga-saragis.
Oo, yan. Pag ikaw pa yung pinakadulong sa dulo ko pababa.
So, usually, ang pwesto ko gitna. Kasi may nagsabi sa akin, I think ate ko, na likod, medyo hindi rin siya, safe masyado. Kasi nga, hindi malayo sa driver. So, kapag yun, madilim, ganyan, medyo, yun, risky.
Okay. Okay.
Pero okay naman.
Ang, naman siguro mga, not man complaints, pero yung mga konting aberya at discomfort pag exercise.
Pag FX, actually wala naman kasi yun nga, kumbaga compared sa taxi, mas mura siya. Tapos compared naman sa jeep, mas convenient siya kasi may aircon, ganyan. So, parang yun yung gitna.
Talaga na-analyze mo na yung talaga.
Ikaw naman statistically. Hindi, pero ikaw naman, Gab.
Ako okay naman siya. Yung reklamo ko lang minsan, kasi tawag dito, bilang na yung tao, di ba? Minsan, di ba, nagkakaibang shapes and sizes na tayo.
Oo.
So, supposedly may space ka, pero dahil medyo
Oo.
malalaki, di ba? So, medyo, pero okay lang naman. Nag-giveaway naman tayo sa mga, elderly.
Kasi yun dun sa jeep na-experience ko yun yung parang halos spinal column ko na lang yung nakaupo kasi nga, yun nga, shaman, ganyan. So, yun talaga, pag public transportation.
Nandito na tayo, medyo nagpapahinga, di ba? Pero sinasakay natin tricycle, jeepney, tapos syempre yung FX. Kumusta yung nag-experience mo? Parang a day sa labas ng Kamaynilaan.
Hindi, parang, kumbaga kanina nga kino-compare ko, magkano ba talaga yung magagastos mo. Kasi syempre ako, nag-drive din ako. So, kino-compare ko parang sa isang araw na gas ko at saka dun sa pamasahe, mas mura pa rin talaga yung public transportation.
Talaga? So kanina, magkano yung computation mo?
FX is 25, tapos yung jeep ay 10 pesos, tapos yung tricycle kung isa lang sa atin, 20.
20.
So that's
Divided by 2. Raised to the power. So 55.
Oo.
55 pesos. Compared sa pag
everyday
nagpapagas ka.
nagko-commute ako, 100 pesos.
100 pesos. Pag gamit mo yung yung SUV. Medyo nakakatipid ka nga.
Oo, mas matipid talaga. Tsaka actually ako mas relaxed din kasi pag nagda-drive ka, syempre mas stress ka sa traffic. As compared kung public transportation, relax ka lang, makaupo ka lang.
Okay. That's nice. So,
Ikaw pag-gabi.
ako,
Oo.
Kasi-
Syempre, insights ka din.
syempre, di ba? Host ako di ba? Joke lang. I think I agree with all your points. Napaganda mga points mo. Punta naman tayo siguro sa advantage ng private transportation. Obviously, yung privacy. Kaya nga siya private vehicles, di ba? I think yung convenience din kasi it's air-conditioned. Tapos hawak mo yung oras mo. Kanina medyo pawis na ako kanina. So, not to say...
Naka-long sleeves ka.
Galing kasi akong Baguio. So, ikaw galing ka. Saka galing.
Sa ano lang, botanical garden.
Garden. Yung taekwondo, okay? Anyway, yun. I think at the end of it, both routes pwede naman private or public. May advantages, may disadvantages. I think one issue lang talaga na it would make it easier for all of us is yung condition ng traffic.
Totoo.
So if only medyo mas gumaan-gaan yung traffic natin, then sana medyo kahit saan ka sumakay pwede. Hindi mo mapapansin yung pagod, hindi mo mapapansin yung init.
At saka, yun nga, kanina yung mga driver na ano natin, di ba? Ano din nila yun nga, kumbaga, main source of income nila. So, it also provides, yun, syempre, pangkabuhayan sa kapwa natin.
Ba talaga social worker na katulad mo? Tama ka. I agree with that. Meron pa tayong ibang modes of transportation dito sa Manila, Antoinette. One of them is of course yung mga Uber, yung mga Grab. Kumusta yung experience mo doon?
Okay naman siya. Wala pa naman akong na-experience na parang, nagtataga, ganyan. Yun lang, syempre, kapag gabi na, syempre, pag nag-shoot tayo, tapos gabi na, medyo may pangamba pa din ako. Siguro yun din yung isa sa mga compare ko sa public and private. Kasi pag private, syempre, mas ka-secured ka. Pag public, hindi ka pa di matulog. Sobrang gabing-gabi na, ganyan. So yun.
Okay.
Meron pa tayo MRT, LRT.
MRT, tapos may P2P pa, di ba?
Oo, may bagong-
Na-experience mo na yung P2P?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa?
Ikaw.
Wala rin ako experience Pero I heard na it's just 55 pesos. Tapos usually, I think 30 minutes yung waiting time or yung schedule ng mga buses. Pero generally maganda daw yung experience ng mga nakausap ko. Like from QC to Makati mga 1.5 hours. Tapos non-stop. So parang medyo mas convenient siya. You pay extra, but then again, if you think about yung convenience, tapos yung time din, parang sulit na din siya.
True. Lalo na kapag nagtatrabaho ka, then pag uwi mo ng bahay, gusto mo relax ka na lang, di ba?
Correct.
MRT.
MRT.
Nag-MRT ka ba?
Matagal-tagal na akong hindi nakasakay. Last na sinakyan ko kasi sa Singapore. So, hindi joke lang. Hindi joke lang, of course, MRT. Ang paborito ko doon, pag Cubao Station.
Pag Cubao Station ka,
Cubao Station na. Talagang mag-ready ka na for kung ano man mangyayari sa'yo. Pero MRT maganda rin siya If only, medyo dumami siguro yung mga train. Tsaka, ma-improve yung I think, for instance, yung narinig ko yung LRT daw, gumaganda din yung condition, tsaka yung service. So, I think unti-unti naman umaganda rin yung natin nag-i-improve naman. Yun lang talaga yung volume lang tsaka yung traffic condition
Na-experience ko yan yung, as in, pagpatap ng alas 5, sa Ayala kasi ako sumasakay nun. Kasi nandiyan na lahat. So, na-experience ko yung halos ma-suffocate na ako. Sobrang siksikan. Kasi,
kahit nasa women's section ka na? Wow.
Ganun talaga. So, pero mabilis siya. Pero yun lang, yung volume talaga ng tao.
Correct. And from my experience, nung nagsisimula ako mag-work just a few years ago, MRT, mabilis siya, pero pagdating mo ng office niyo, basa-basa ka. So usually may dalawang sets of clothes ako para pang-change. Pag nag-work ka naman, medyo may doon pa rin yung mo.
Sabi nga nila, pumasok kang empleyado, lumabas kang mandirigma.
Wow! Yan, so I hope nag-enjoy ka sa kunting mga road trip natin ngayon. Ang dami natin tinay ng mga modes of transportation. But speaking of transportation, Antoinette, and speaking of the path, let's now listen to Bishop Ruben as he talks about the right path, as what the Bible tells us about it in Hebrews.
Welcome to Hebrews. Ito po ang bahagi sa ating Lighthouse Cafe na naglalayon na bigyang praktikal na aplikasyon ang lahat ng pinag-uusapan natin. At ngayon sa ating episode ay naging guest natin ang ilang mga military personnel at kung saan sila ay nagbigay ng ilang mga insights sa mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan. Partikular, ang conflict na nangyayari sa Mindanao. sa Marawi specifically. Now, may I say at may I cite itong sinasabi ni Apostol Pablo sa 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verses 1 to 3 as a matter of a reference na kung saan ay malaman natin ang ating napakagandang role as Christians sa ating lipunan o sa ating society. And here, Paul writes to Timothy, I exhort therefore that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, for kings, and for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceful life in all godliness and honesty. For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God, our Savior. 3 things I would like to share with you mula po sa mga talatang ito na kinakailangan ang lahat po ng mananampalataya sa ating bansa. And I mean by that statement ay ang mga nakakikilala kay Kristo bilang kanilang Panginoon tagapagligtas. I refer to the Christian community. There are 3 responsibilities o kaya naman ay 3 bagay na dapat nating maisa puso at maisa isip sa konteksto po ng binasa nating talata. Una is the sense na kinakailangan po tayo mga mananampalataya ay alam natin, aware tayo na ang ating kinikilos, hindi lang para sa ating sarili, kundi maging sa ating lipunan, na ito ay pleasing and acceptable to our God. Ito po dapat ang number 1 na awareness ng mananampalataya. Ano man po ang ating ginagawa, nasa pamilya man tayo, nasa tahanan man tayo, nasa lipunan man tayo, nagtatrabaho tayo sa kung saan, is this, that we are well aware kung tayo po'y nakalulugod sa ating Panginoon, more than any other thing. Isa po sa mga bagay na iniisip ng mga mananampalataya, akala natin ang ating pagiging Kristiyano ay para lang sa ating sariling kapakanan o kaya yung bang bagay na tayo nabe-bless. But here in verse 3 ang sabi, for this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Savior. So, if we are gonna do anything, isipin muna natin kung ang ginagawa natin ay nakalulugod sa ating Panginoon. Okay? Hindi po yung bagay na kung tayo kumikita o tayo ay pinagpapala. No. Number 1, ang ginagawa ko ba ay nakalulugod sa ating Panginoon. Number 2, ito po'y masusumpungan sa verse 2. Ang sabi po rito, for kings and for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceful life in all godliness and honesty. Now you see, we are here in this world as Christians so that we may contribute to how we may lead to a quiet and peaceable life in our society. Kung meron man pong set ng mga mamamayan, grupo ng mga mamamayan, na dapat ay nakaaalam kung paano po tayo magkakaroon ng buhay ng may kapayapaan, katahimikan, at kaayusan sa ating lipunan, kinakailangan po ay ang mga mananampalataya. One adage says, to him that doeth good, and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Kaya nga po, tayo mga mananampalataya, upang tayo ay makakontribute sa kung paano ang ating lipunan ay magkakaroon ng kapayapaan. Tayo po dapat na mga mananampalataya ang agents of peace. Sinasabi po ng Panginoon, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Kung kaya nga po, kinakailangan ang mga mananampalataya ay wala tayong iba pang inaadhika sa ating lipunan, kundi ang patungo sa kapayapaan. May we contribute to the peace in our land. At ikatlo, ang sabi po dito doon sa verse 1, first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks. Alam niyo po, yan ang isang bagay na hindi dapat nawawala sa mga mananampalataya. Tayo po ay mga priests. Ika nga, naniniwala po tayo na ang mga mananampalataya ay dapat bigyan ng daan ang kapakanan ng ating lipunan sa pamamagitan ng ating pananalangin. At hindi lamang pananalangin para sa ating mga sarili, panalangin para sa lahat, pati na po ang mga nasa pamunuan. At sana ang bagay na ito, number 1, tayo ba ay nakalulugod sa ating Panginoon? Tayo ba ay nakatutulong sa kapayapaan ng ating lipunan? At tayo ba ay dumudulog sa panalangin para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan at ng mga nasa pamunuan? Pagpalain tayo ng ating Panginoon.
Sa pangangailangan natin ng convenient and reliable public transportation dito sa Pilipinas, minsan tayong mga Pilipino kahit ano na lang sinasakyan para lang makarating sa mga pupuntahan natin.
Oo nga, Erica, no? Pati tayong tatlo mga daily commuters. Kaya naman sa ating Health Talks, we will be sharing some of our experiences sa pag-commute at mga tips na din kung paano magiging safe while riding different modes of public transportation.
Ayan, kaya unahin ka na namin dahil malayo ang day job mo. Paano ka ba nagko-commute? Ano bang ginagawa mo?
Okay, siguro I'll be focusing sa FX or AUV. Dahil siguro mas madalas na sinasakay na FX, then mas mahaba rin yung biyahe ko. Unang-una sa mga magko-commute na hindi alam kung saan pupunta, unang-una alamin mo muna kung saan ka pupunta. At hindi lang mismo sa destination na pupuntahan mo, alamin mo rin yung mga lugar na kung saan mas kilala. Para alam mo kung saan ka bababa at ano paman. Di ba? At syempre, ano pang masasabi natin? Syempre, akala natin kapag nasa FX tayo, mas safe tayo. Actually, mas delikado eh. Di ba? Dahil nga sa FX, may mga shade. So, pag may hold up,
May tint.
may tint and all, di ba? Tsaka, nailalak din, no? Akala natin, kapag sa FX, ang mga sumasakay ay mga may pera, pero hindi. Minsan daw, ang mga nang-hold up pa naka-long sleeve. So, yun yung masasabi ko. So, hindi halata. So, yun yung mga dapat nating iwasan. Kung matutulog ka man dahil mahaba yung biyahe mo, siguro maging mapagmatsyag o mapagmasid muna sa paligid. Tumingin ka sa paligid kung may kahina-hinala, at kung wala naman, pwede kang matulog. Then, yung gamit ko, ang ginagawa ko usually, nilalagay ko sa harapan ko, then niyayakap ko. So, ganun yung ginagawa ko. So, kayo ba?
Ako naman siguro, ang masashare ko naman siguro yung sa jeep naman. Kasi starting high school hanggang college, nag-jeep talaga ako kasi malapit lang naman yung school ko. So, siguro magbibigay din ako ng ilang mga tips. So, unang-una kung paano nga ba tayo magiging safe sa isang jeep. So, katulad nga ng sinabi ni LJ, unang-una dapat talaga alamin mo yung mga routes na pupuntahan mo. Kasi merong, yan, katulad dati na try ko na yung sinakyan ko palang jeep, hindi pala siya dediretso, parang mag-U-turn na pala siya. So, yun. So, dapat maging aware tayo doon. And lalo na ngayon with the use of technology, pwede natin gamitin yung mga smartphones natin para malaman natin yung mga ganong mga information. And yun nga, yung pangalawa, yung maging alert talaga. Kasi yun, laging ang pinapaalalahan sa akin ng mama ko na talagang wag akong matutulog sa jeep kahit mahaba yung biyahe. Yun, unlike kay LJ. Kasi parang sabi naman niya sa akin, pwedeng lumampas ka or di kaya yun nga parang pwede kang manakawan pag hindi ka naging alert sa paligid mo. So yun, tapos siguro ma-share ko din na yung pag-upo naman. Kasi ang sabi naman sa akin ng mama ko, wag naman yung laging nasa dulo umuupo kasi
Dulo
madalas
dun sa may door?
dulo dun sa may door kasi big sabihin nun parang dun yung mas madali yung exit, so pwedeng mas madaling manakawan, ganyan. So, yun. Tapos, pati yung sa driver, so hindi din ako pinapaupo doon. And then, siguro mas share ko din yung paggamit ng smartphones. Kasi madalas, di ba, sa atin, mahilig tayo, parang nagte-text, kaya nagsa-sound trip, gano'n. Pag naglalaro sa mga jeep, or naglalaro, ganyan. Pero meron kasi akong unforgettable experience dyan na may katabi ako na nag-iPhone siya, ganyan. Tapos, nagulat na lang kami, nakastop yung jeep namin. Tapos, yung merong parang sumugod na may knife. So, talagang parang kaming nag-merge doon sa harapan ng jeep kasi talagang natakot kaming lahat. So, yun pa lang. It's one way na, syempre, wag mo nang attempt yung iba para magnakaw. So, ikaw na mismo sa sarili mo, gawin mong safe yung paligid mo, gano'n. And yun nga, pag sakay sa mga jeep, talagang iwasan na yung pag-wear ng mga jewelries. Kasi nga, public transportation talaga siya. So, hindi natin may iwasan na, ikaw mukha kang magdanakaw, so wag ka nang sumakay. So, hindi naman siya pwedeng gano'n. So, yun din, kailangan maging aware talaga tayo mismo dun sa mga gamit natin. Iwasan natin yung mag-cellphone, yung mga jewelries, gano'n.
Paano yun kung halimbawa, wala ka namang, hindi ka gumagamit ng cellphone, wala kang jewelries, pero ninakawan ka na? As in, ninanakawan ka?
May
Siyempre,
ganun talaga.
oo,
Diba? May
yun
ganun
talaga.
eh.
So, siyempre, dapat talaga iingatan muna natin yung sarili natin. So, kung may hiningi sila, sige, edi ibigay mo na lang. Kaysa saktan ka pa nila, lalo na kung meron silang, yun nga, tulad na may knife, ganyan. So, yun, meron nga tayong mga instances na nakikita na talagang, ano sila di ba? Yung parang nakikipagpatayan na.
Yes.
Siyempre, dapat unahin muna natin yung safety ng sarili natin. Kasi yung mga bagay na yun, pwede siyang palitan. So, una lang talaga maging alert dapat.
Tama.
Ikaw ba meron ka mga experiences sa Jeep, FX?
Sa FX kasi, siguro sa FX ako mag-share. Wala masyado pero ang lagi ko na-experience, siguro may nag-aaway. May nag-aaway sa jeep. Ay, yung driver, tsaka yung katabi ko.
Nakita ko
yung
yan
mga
sa
ganon.
social media.
Pero
Ano ka ba?
oo.
Mag-boyfriend ba? Ganon.
Mga ganong sitwasyon. Pero hindi naman ako nasasaktan. Pero pwede, no? Pag nagkainitan, baka may dalang patalim.
Oo, baka
Yung
madamay
driver. Kasi may experience akong ganyan. Pero hindi sa FX, sa jeep din. Na sa sobrang mabilis siya magpatakbo, nagagalit yung mga pasahero. Then, bigla siyang naglabas ng itak. Tapos nilagay niya sa harapan niya. So, dahil doon, natahimik kaming lahat. At ako, paatras na ako ng paatras. Parang ganun. At yung babae na sumisigaw sa likod niya, yun, bumaba. Dahil nga sa takot na rin.
So siguro maganda rin yung tip na talagang if may gut feeling ka na parang feeling mo yung katabi mo is someone. So wag ka namang hinayang dun sa binayad mo, di ba?
Tama.
Hindi, bumaba ka na talaga kaysa iba pa yung mangyari. At least parang makakampante ka na safe ka.
Tama.
Sakay ka na lang ulit.
Oo, sakay ka na lang ulit. Ikaw ba, Daisy? Nagko-commute ka ba?
Nagko-commute ako ng college. Na lahat Jeep, FX, pati bus, sinasakyan ko minsan.
Wow.
Yun. Pero ngayon kasi na nag-work na ako, malapit na ako na nagtatrabaho sa office ng tatay ko. Kaya minsan nakikisabay ako. Pero pag hindi, ang gusto niya, ako Uber tsaka Grab para safe.
Ayan, yun
Tapos
yung
ang
mauso
ginagawa na, ang pinapagawa niya sa amin, si-screenshot namin yung pangalan ng driver, pag meron na, send namin sa kanya. O kaya yung link ng
May share na
yung
kasi.
ride, yung ride mismo para makita yan, nasa na. Yan, pag ganun. Pero hindi ako masyadong nagta-taxi kasi nga, minsan, wala pa nga kayo dun sa destination. Sabihin niya, traffic, so papadagdag na. Pero pag walang traffic, hindi naman babawasan. So, kailangan talaga maging firm dun sa taxi driver kung ano yung price, kung laging tingnan yung metro, tsaka pati yung daan. Kasi syempre, baka kung ano pasikot-sikot yung dadaanan nila. Yun. Pag Grab tsaka Uber naman, siguro mga tips onte, be alert pa rin kahit iniisip natin na safe, alam natin yung pangalan, or under sila ng isang malaking company, hindi pa rin natin sila kilala.
Yes.
So, dapat pa din na huwag din tayo matutulog kahit masarap matulog sa loob ng kotse kasi hindi natin alam kung anong pwedeng mangyari habang tulog tayo. Kahit alam pa ng parents natin or ng family natin kung nasan tayo dahil nakikita nila sa map. So,
Yes.
always be alert pa din.
Sa maganda dun sa Grab or Uber, no, kapag yung mode of payment mo, card or debit, hindi mo na kailangan maglabas ng cash.
Oo,
So may iwasan kung manghingi ng tip or hindi niya makikita na maglalabas ka ng wallet.
And pag sumasakay ka naman ng FX and Jeep, siguro maganda rin na bago ko palang lumabas kunyari ng school, ng office, o kaya ng mall, ganyan, maganda na i-ready muna yung ibabayad mo para hindi ka na kailangan pa maglabas ng malaking cash or ng wallet mo,
Tama.
gano'n. So, iwas ka rin sa temptation para nakawan ka. Yun. So, nakakatuwa, no? Kasi dami pala talaga natin kailangan i-consider, lalo na sa pagko-commute, mapa FX, Jeep, Grab, or Uber. And una na dyan, syempre, yun nga, dapat alamin natin yung mga routes na dadaanan natin. Kaya dapat ang una nating tip para sa ating mga viewers ay yung plan ahead, lalo na ngayon na traffic. So, madalas talaga, imbes na ang dahilan mo sa work or sa school, kasi po traffic, syempre, dapat unahin mo na yan na maaga ka umalis ng bahay.
Okay lang sobrang aga mo.
Mahuli.
Tama.
Yes.
So tama yan, no? Tsaka sa gabi pa lang ay planuhin mo ng mabuti. What time will you leave your home or what time do you need to be at work? Especially if you have a meeting or the next day, at least no, mag-alat ka ng 1 hour commute time. Kahit na ano pang mode of public transportation ang gamitin mo, at kapag naiplano mo na yan, kinabukasan, you have to start early.
Plano talaga. Another tip lalo kung tipong FX or jeep nga or bus pa, at lalo-lalo yung MRT, ang sasakyan mo, do not bring all your cash. Siyempre, mag-iwan naman kayo sa bahay dahil pag nanakawan kayo, wala na lahat. And being healthy kasi also means being safe. Alam nating minsan ay hindi may iwasan ng snatching or even hold up. So, huwag tayong gagawa ng mga bagay na takaw sa mata ng mga masasamang loob. Earrings, necklace, kung ano pan gusto mo
Tama
ipakita
yan,
dyan.
basically. Ako actually, ang ginagawa ko, hinihiwalay ko yung pera sa iba't ibang bulsa or wallet
Pwede
ko.
na.
Para, at hindi rin ako gumagamit ng cellphone. Nung una, siguro guilty ako dyan, pero ngayon hindi ako gumagamit ng cellphone sa mga public transportation. And be aware of your surroundings. Kapag medyo may dumidikit-dikit na sa'yo, hindi naman masamang lumayo ng kaunti. Better safe than sorry, ika nga, di ba?
Pero siguro kung mga 30 feet yung phone mo, pwede naman yun. Yeah. And isa pa na dahil nga rainy season na ngayon at medyo unpredictable na ang ating weather, always bring that handy rain gear.
Oo.
Payong man or kapote, lagi nating i-ready yan sa ating mga bag.
At huling hirit sa tip, be aware of traffic rules. Alamin kung saan ang mga tamang tawiran. Oo, kasi actually minsan nakakainis kapag nakakita ka ng taong dumadaan doon sa harap ng kotse mismo, tapos madadaanan niya sa gitna na wag tumawid.
May namatay na dyan.
Nakamatay. Yun. Tapos kitang-kita mo na yung footbridge, pero hindi sila umaakit doon. Tinatamad umakyat, kaya mas delikado naman yun, syempre.
Tsaka sabi nga, yung hazardous din yan, sabi nga, di ba, yung mga ganon, dahil marami nang talagang namatay dahil sa maling paraan ng pagtawid sa kalsada, lalo na sa mga major roads. And there you have it, guys, no? Sana ay natulungan namin kayo with our safety commuting tips.
At sabi nga po ni Charles M. Hayes, safety first is safety always. And it is our responsibility to keep ourselves safe and healthy all the time. Kaya samahan niyo po kaming muli sa susunod na linggo dito lang sa
Health Talks!
Thank you for having joined us in our talks today here at Lighthouse Cafe. We hope you were blessed and you enjoyed all our discussions.
Shoutout po para sa aming mga ministry partners. Special thanks to Four Gospel Catering Services and also to Crema de Fruta Cupcakes from Taste and See by Rexy and Miami Cakes for our special cupcakes and tokens.
And special thanks also to Bell & Pit Stuff and Hair Cutters for our supply of makeup products. Thank you also to Asia Brewery, Pascual for our yogurts today.
At para man po sa mga on-the-go na palagi naka-mobile, you can easily catch our latest episodes through our YouTube channel. Hanapin po ninyo ang Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church channel and of course yung GCTV YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe.
Also, please check www.gctv.asia. Yan po ang official website ng GCTV channel. Then, check out our 24/7 live streaming of Christian shows. Kaya kung may Signal TV man o wala, ay pwedeng-pwede ninyong mapanood ang lahat ng shows sa GCTV. You can also send us your comments and feedback through this official website.
Kami ang Daislin and we also would love to hear from you. Pwede niyo po kami padalan sa Facebook. Hanapin niyo naman po ang Lighthouse Cafe. You can send us an email at goodtalks@lighthousecafetv.com. Bukas po, huwag po natin kakalimutan ang The Pulpit. Dito pa rin po sa GCTV Channel 185.
That's correct, Gabby. Catch the live broadcast of The Pulpit tomorrow at 11 a.m. So be with us again next week as the Lighthouse Media Ministry of the Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church brings to you another episode of the Lighthouse Cafe.
Where good talks happen.